And now for a Mail Today special. The Intelligence Bureau has alerted the government about the growing anti-India sentiment in neighbouring Nepal. Mail Today has learnt that in a report sent to the Prime Minister's office, the Ministry of Home Affairs and the National Security Advisor, the Intelligence Bureau has stated that there is a strong sentiment in Nepal that the protests have been fueled by India. The report states that some sections in Nepal believe that the blockade has been imposed by India. The report also adds that the effigy of Prime Minister Narendra Modi were burnt in some of the protests. The IB, in its assessment, has also stated that discussions in radio programs are also blaming India for the current situation in the Tarai region of Nepal. Now, Nepal has witnessed massive protests by the Madhesi community who are unhappy with the new constitution adopted by the country. They're demanding more rights and representation in the constitution. They're also demanding new demarcation of boundaries in the region. We've got Mail Today's Abhishek Bhalla joining us this morning for all the latest. Morning, Abhishek. As far as Nepal is concerned, the Intelligence Bureau has or seems to have reflected the mood within the country as far as India is concerned.
Yes, Ankit, it's a very significant assessment that the Intelligence Bureau has made, clearly stating to the top leadership of the country that there is a feeling in Nepal that the protests by Madhesis after the constitution was framed were fueled by India, and the blockade that is taking place for several weeks now is actually backed by the Indian government. And in the aftermath of the protests, it's also very significant that this feeling is there in Nepal because India actually shares a very good relationship with Nepal, and it's an important ally. And if such rumors are there in Nepal, then it's a big diplomatic issue that the Modi government needs to address too.
Now, Abhishek, is this part of routine practice where the IB actually gives its report on various positions that have been taken place in various countries, especially in volatile regions, or is this a specific report that was sought?
So this is a specific assessment made by IB regarding the protests by the Madhesis in Nepal, and there was a feeling amongst the Nepalese people, amongst the politicians, that India has a hand to play in this blockade which has crippled Nepal for over 3 weeks now. And now that this assessment has been made and given to the government of India, it's up to the government now to react to it and how it's going to address the issue, how it's going to actually go out to Nepal and speak to them and convince them that it's not the government of India which is actually fueling this blockade.
Absolutely, Abhishek. Now, this is perhaps for the first time that an agency of the government is actually reporting or is believed to be reporting this particular fact. But in the media, this fact has been reported in the past that there is a sentiment in a section of the Nepalese community that India might be fueling this fire. What has the Indian government's response been in the past?
Well, India has maintained that there is no hand of the Indian government as far as the Madhesi protest is concerned. India has maintained that it's an internal matter of Nepal, and they let the Nepalese government deal with it. But now, in the aftermath of this assessment made by our own intelligence agency, I think the Indian government needs to address this issue, take it up with the Nepalese government, and sort out the issue once and for all, because it does have serious diplomatic implications.
Abhishek Bhalla, many thanks for joining us.